I'm flying to Europe for the first time. After practicing swimming to make sure I'm still in tune, as I'm off to the Atlantic Ocean to surf. Wow, it's so surreal to say that. I've been waiting for this surf trip day and night, and now I'm finally packing my carry-on for the next 2 weeks and heading to the Toronto airport to catch an 8-hour flight to my first destination, which is Lisbon, Portugal.
Dia de nuvens no céu, trânsito do lado do chão, preso numa água cheia, a concha fugindo do som, já à beira de sumir, afundo na maré que vem, o motorista me sorri e viver pode ser simples, dia para ser feliz, tirando tempo só pra amor.
I must admit that this flight from Toronto to Lisbon, so this is what an 8-hour flight can do to a human being. I honestly did not expect to be that jet lagged, but here I am whining about my flights and sharing with you where I'm staying. I'm at Hostel, which is a chain of hostels for digital nomads with locations all over the world. I stayed at Hostel earlier this year in Mexico and I really loved it, so I chose to book the Hostel again for my Lisbon stopover to meet people and just to be in a super central location. I booked myself a micro room, which got me a private room with a bed and a small area with water tap, and on top of that, I got lucky to enjoy a really beautiful pool view this time. So I'm walking the streets now, and it's been 20 minutes, and I cannot stop looking. Like, I'm looking all over. This is so pretty. My favorite activity in the whole entire world is people watching, especially when I come to a new place and try to figure out how people live here, what they do on a daily, and in general get to feel their pace of living. It always interested me to relocate and live in different countries or cities as I go through life, and Portugal definitely became a place I want to return to and experience more in the future. At some point, I couldn't carry my legs anymore, so I jumped on the famous yellow tram and decided to take it easy on my first day. The driver was so cute that I missed my stop because of him. I was staring at his masculine hands while he was aggressively operating this vintage vehicle that was put on the line to serve the people of Lisbon since 1873. Can you believe how old this car is? I got off and went to grab some lunch at a local place not too far from the Salina so I can crush for a nap right after. This place was amazing. It's called Sucalento. I got some comfort food, pulled pork, couscous, and some small salad. It was delicious and felt like a home-cooked meal. Exactly what I needed after a long travel and the feeling I was chasing here in town. To feel like I'm home. I'm heading back to the Salina for my midday nap. I'm hoping to rest for a couple of hours and get some dinner in the local market with diverse food options called Time Out Market. But I'm well aware that the nap can easily turn into deep sleep until the next morning, which is cool too, as my intention for this stay is to recover from jet lag so I can be well rested for my surf days in Ericeira, where I'm headed next. I ended up going to the market last night and even found my way to a really cute bar called Fares. I couldn't resist a beetroot pisco sour. It just sounded too exotic. I'm on my walk now to a yoga class at a place called Go a Lisboa. It's a really chill rooftop space where you can practice yoga and stay for brunch. I met an incredible yoga instructor, Abby, and her friend Isabel, who is a photographer that actually took these awesome pictures of us deep in the flow. They both traveled around the world to practice and teach yoga and experience life outside of their home countries. I did yoga at 10 here, and I met some people that traveled around the world, mostly Nicaragua and Canadians and friends. Yeah, it's just been so interesting to see how many people you meet when you travel, how many perspectives of life you hear around. So I'm just super fortunate to be here, and I'm gonna show you around. I'm gonna show you how beautiful this place is. Let's go. I'm running to a small fruit market in the neighborhood to get some European cherries to fuel up, and I have some sightseeing on the agenda today. We're going to get to the Salina and chill out for a sec, eat the fruits that I bought from the market, and go to a very special place that I'm really want to see. It's a ceramic studio, and as you may know or may not, I love ceramics, so I'm obsessed, and I just need to see that place. Alright, I'll see you there. We have snacks, and I'm just gonna chill for a little bit because I've been walking for, I don't know, maybe 10 kilometers, and I did some yoga today in the morning, so I'm gonna chill, do some fruiting, and go explore the other part of Lisbon. I think it's called Alfama, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna catch you up right there. Wow. So good. I don't think I can stop. Ugh. Just amazing. I arrived at a ceramic studio called Brass. They make their own pieces but also feature other talented artists. If you hear the tape going on in the background, you know that I'm already getting something. I'm not really about material things at all, especially when it comes to my own home and what's in use, but I do love to extend my ceramics kitchen collection when I come across unique pieces that I don't really need. And that's a weakness on my end, but I can't seem to resist it for now. I think every piece of art should have fate, and may the fate of these two ceramic cups that I just got be in my own kitchen. I'm running out the shop to catch a boat near this very touristy place. Well, at that time, I didn't know I would catch a boat. I had no plan in mind, only a direction. I came to see some famous architecture in town and be near the water, but then I saw a guy and a boat ready to take off, so I got the ticket and jumped on it. Santorio de Cristo Rei, a Catholic monument dedicated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Reminds you of anything? It definitely did to me. Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, the iconic Christ the Redeemer statue. The internet says that it was totally inspired by it and built as an expression of gratitude for not getting affected directly by the World War II. The construction of the Portuguese statue started in 1949 and finished only 10 years later. Can you believe that? This proves to me another time that the Portuguese pace of living is very moderate. No stress, no rush, there is time. It is very different from what I'm used to, but I kinda like it. Now we're passing by the Salazar Bridge. Oh wait, this is the April 25 bridge. Actually, Tagus River Bridge, yeah. Well, all these names are referring to the same bridge that you see now. Are the Portuguese people indecisive? Not sure, but what I could notice is that the bridge was renamed every time a new era would come. Salazar Bridge in 1966 after the Portuguese Prime Minister António de Oliveira Salazar, who ordered the construction of the bridge. It was then renamed for April 25, the date of the Coronation Revolution in 1974, but people commonly call it Tagus River Bridge as it's hanging over the Tagus River. Makes sense. And I'm afraid I must address the elephant in the room, as this is another inspiration from the far American continent. The Tagus Bridge paint is the same international orange color as the famous Golden Gate Bridge, and the design reminding the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge. Both the Bay Bridge and the Tagus Bridge were built by the same company. It made total sense, as the Tagus River Bridge also located in an area with a long history of earthquakes, and seismic data had to be taken in consideration. If you were also wondering what the hell seismic data is, in short, it's a piece of information that provides insights of what happens beneath the surface that might affect us up here. And we are wrapping up this boat trip with Podra dos Descobrimentos. Hopefully I got it right. In English it's called the Monument to the Discoveries. It was put together to celebrate the Age of Discovery in a very intentional location back in the 1940s, as this is the exact spot where ships departed to explore and trade with India and the Orient when it's all started in the 15th century. So, 48 hours in Lisbon flew by. I feel the excitement in the air as after this final round of coffee, I'm getting on a train and making my way to Ericeira to start my surf trip in the Atlantic Ocean. And I'm beyond excited. See you there. Cheers.